Finally here in the Duke City and metro area. They have a lot going on. Whether you want to explore the past or see the creations of tomorrow, our ABQ To Do crew has got you covered. Joining us now is Ricky Garcia from ABQToDo.com, along with Alana Simmons-Chivas from Pope Joy Presents, and Catherine Lopez from Bernalillo County. So Ricky, we got to start with you. We've been talking about it a little bit this week here on both morning shows, and that is the Mini Maker Faire.
Yes, this is happening tomorrow and Sunday at the Albuquerque Balloon Museum. Tomorrow from 11 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5. And this is great because it's part science fair, part county fair. So if you are a tech enthusiast or you just love science, this is great for you. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for students, seniors, and military, and so it'll be a really good event.
Yeah, I think it is a lot of fun, you know, and seeing some of the things that people have tinkered with and they've created, they're ingenious.
Right.
You know, we met a maker yesterday that developed a drone out of some composite pieces that he made from 3D printing, which, I mean, it's just, it's amazing because it's like you look at it and it's like, oh, it's just kind of this thing that's thrown together, but it is using 21st century technology.
Right. The repurposing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's brilliant.
Right.
So that's going on. Alana, speaking of, you know, things that really kind of have a great history to them, we have Auntie Mame going on at Albuquerque Little Theater.
Yeah, it's the opening weekend, so it's a great time to get out and go see it. It's going to be tonight and tomorrow night from 7:30 to 9:30, and then on Sunday from 2 to 4. And ticket prices vary, and it basically is a story of a woman in the 1920s. She's a socialite, and she takes in her orphaned nephew. So I think it's going to be a really, really good show. And like I said, ticket prices vary for students and for regular crowds.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting about the show too, at first, you know, it inspired the musical Mame, but it also, in many respects, a lot of people say that it kind of inspired this style of Broadway comedy for a number of years. So if you want to see where a lot of it started, go check this out. Speaking of nostalgia, you've got some great stories about the history of New Mexico.
Yes, we do. Bernalillo County has a wonderful speaking series called Stories of the Middle Rio Grant. So we've been doing it now for the last 7 months, and it's different speakers from the community who are sharing stories about the villages beginning in Albuquerque and moving south toward Isleta.
Really?
Well, tomorrow is our 7th in our series. We'll be talking about the Los Padillas neighborhood, the first 150 years of that neighborhood, specifically about the Padilla and the Chavez families. So. Fascinating history. Next month is the 8th installment of the series, and that's going to cap off with the Isleta Pueblo and the migration of the Laguna Pueblo.
Wow.
They're going to have dancers and food trucks. It's going to be a fantastic event. But first, tomorrow night or tomorrow morning will be the 7th series, so it's all happening at the Gutierrez Hubble House, 10:30 in the morning. Come out. It's free. Learn all about the history of our city.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Gutierrez Hubble House, fantastic. So, we're talking about nostalgia and great things here. I got to ask you our question of the day. Of course, we're talking about this new app that lets you do augmented reality of Los Alamos back in the 1940s during the Manhattan Project. If you could travel back in time through an app, you'd love to see an augmented reality. Where and when would you guys want to go? We'll start with you, Ricky.
Maybe the 1920s.
Yeah.
1920s.
I think that'd be really cool.
There you go.
The flat
Okay.
boy movement is
Yeah.
like, interesting to me, and it would be here in America.
Yeah, absolutely. Alana, how about you?
I think I wouldn't want to go back that far. I think I'd want to do like the 80s or something.
The
I think that might be kind of fun.
I know.
I lived it, I can tell you. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how about you? Would you not go back to the 80s?
I
Go a little
would
further
go back centuries. No, I'd want to go back. I would, of course, I'd want to do it like in France or somewhere in Europe, and maybe, you know, see like the kings and queens of the 1500s or something
Yeah.
like that. So,
Nobody's
80s.
saying November 5th, 1955. Back to the Future. Come on, Bill Valley. Anyway, thanks guys for coming in.